I'm Annie Flath, and I go to Heights. I have lived in Minnesota for a number of years, started going to the downtown location in 2007. I grew up in foster care. I kind of started through foster care with my biological siblings. I had 3 of them. I was the youngest. The longer I was in foster care, I got to the point where I really heard the message that I was too much and not enough all at the same time. And being the youngest, I was the last one to be adopted in my bio family, which is very unusual. For me, it kind of solidified that message that I am too much to handle and also not enough because I'm not enough for someone to want me. As I was hearing that message, I experienced just a lot of different types of abuse, whether it was verbal or physical. And when I was 5, I spent, I think maybe it was like half of my school year trying to convince my teacher that our foster family was abusive to us and physically hurting us. And it finally came to a head when it became very apparent, like I just showed up one day at school with lots of welts and bruises all over, and then it was finally like clear that that was happening. And then we got taken away and we got brought to a new place. And the very next place we went to was just amazing. It was the first time I'd experienced a family that was like, I didn't have to be anything than just a kid. I got to play in the mud, and we got to have make Rice Krispie treats with like Fruit Loops instead of the Rice Krispies, which I had never had before, and I thought that was amazing. That was sort of my first glimpse, I think, at people being kind and not expecting anything from me to be able to receive that. I did eventually get adopted when I was 10, and my mom was just very adamant that I was enough, that I didn't need to be anything more than I was. And she, I think, was the first person that was very insistent that I was not stupid and that I could do it. I could do school well, I could do really well, and I could be a part of different sports, and I could actually be just a kid. Even when I was receiving that message from my mom, I still didn't really believe it. And I still felt like if I say the wrong thing, if I do the wrong thing, I'm gonna lose my family. I just kind of lived with that and that sense of fear for a really long time. When I got into high school, we had this youth group leader. She was sharing her testimony on stage, and I don't know what it was that she shared, but suddenly it actually clicked that not only did I not have to earn it, I couldn't earn it. And it was just a free gift. And I didn't have to be more. I didn't have to clean myself up. I didn't have to be the perfect child. I didn't have to be the perfect Christian to receive his free gift. You know, because I think of Paul when he went through and he talked about how he'd done all of these things, and he was like the perfect Jewish man and followed all of the custom, followed all of the laws to the nth degree, all of these things. And it was a performance base, like earning his right to be wherever it was within the Jewish community. And I was kind of doing the same thing, just kind of putting on this like, okay, if I do this, if I read my Bible this many times, if I journal this many times, if I do all of these things, I will be the quote unquote perfect Christian, perfect daughter. And so when I became a Christian, I just like burst out in tears because I was like so just overwhelmed with a sense of peace and just relief.